Alright, this is the new stuff. 82 and 83 is the new stuff, converting from 2 units into a different 2 units. So 88 inches per second. So 88 inches per means division, 1 second. So I need to change inches into miles, and I need to change seconds into hours. I'm going to do the top one first. So if I'm going to change inches, what's an easy thing to change inches to? Hopefully you see that it's feet. I put inches on the bottom because it cancels. Inches divided by inches cancels the inches. Now I have feet. But I don't want feet. I want to change feet into something else. Does feet change to miles pretty easily? Yes, it does. So the feet are going to cancel. The inches are going to cancel. Left with miles, and that's what I wanted. But I need to change now seconds. If I want to get rid of seconds, I can change seconds easily into minutes. So I'm going to put seconds on top this time because it was on the bottom originally. They're going to cancel. Seconds divided by seconds is going to cancel. Change to minutes, and then minutes changes to hours. And I have miles per hour when I get the number figured out. So how many feet are in an inch? Well, that doesn't make any sense. How many inches are in a foot? 12. So 12 inches in 1 foot. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute, and there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. And I just multiply everything on top. So 88 times 60 times 60. I get 316,800 divided by, and you need to do 12 times 5,280. You get 63,360. Divide those two numbers, and you should get actually a very nice number. 5. Label is miles per hour. There you go. Now 83, we're going the opposite way. Convert 3 miles per hour into inches per second. So 3 miles per 1 hour. Miles changes to feet pretty nicely. Feet changes to inches, which is what we want. Stop there. Hours changes to minutes. Sorry, hours on top, minutes on the bottom, and it didn't fit, so I'm going to have to do one more. It's going to look bad. Minutes on top, seconds on the bottom, and that's what we want, inches per second. Now I go back and put the numbers in. 5,280 feet in 1 mile, 12 inches in 1 foot. 1 hour has 60 minutes, 1 minute has 60 seconds. So the top numbers are 3 times 5,280 times 12. So that's 190,080 divided by 60 times 60 is 3,600. Right? 1 times 1 times 1 times 60 times 60. You get 52.8 inches per second. Okay. 84 and 85, graphing an exponential function. Remember, an exponential function is y equals ab to the x, where a is the original value and b is the growth factor or decay factor. Okay, so my original value is 4. If you think back to y-intercepts, that's the original value. So I can start at 4, and all I need to do is I move to the right, I need to double my value, my y value. So I move to the right, I go up, double 4, it's 8, so 1, 8. 2 would be up at 16. Doesn't fit, so I'm going to go the other way. If going to the right goes up by 4, or up by double, going to the left is going to go down by double, or down by double meaning half. So going to the left one, divide by 2. Going to the left one more, divide by 2 again. Could do it again. It's 1/2. Notice how it's never going to reach 0. And it's growing. That should make sense because if it's doubling, it's going to grow as it goes to the right. This one is below 1, so it's going to fall. My original value is 8, so I'm going to go up and put a value at 8. As I go to the right, 0.5 is the same as a half. As I go to the right, it's going to go by half. So half of 8 is 4. Half of 4 is 2. Half of 2 is 1. Half of 1 is 1/2. So when I do 1/2 4 times, I'm all the way down to 1/2 now. And you can see the graph is falling like we expected. 86 and 87 is the same concept, just with words. So if you invest $500 in an account that makes 8% annual interest, and you don't make any deposits or withdrawals for 15 years, your bank account is going to go up. Okay, so the original value, remember, y equals ab to the x. The original value is 500. B is 8%, but if I put 0.08 in there, it's less than 1, which means it's going to fall. This is not going to fall. You got to remember to do your B is 1 plus the rate. Okay, so the rate is 8%, which is 0.08. 1 plus 0.08 is 1.08 to the x. Now x is 15 in this problem. It's 15 years. X is number of years. So this is what you're going to type in your calculator. I would do 1.08 caret button 15. You get a nasty number, and then without doing anything to your calculator, just hit times 500, and you get $1,586.08. And we're done with that one. 87 is a very similar problem. Y equals the original amount, which is 12,000. This case, though, it depreciates by 15%, so it's going down. So that means it's got to be less than 1. If it's going down, all we do is 1 minus the rate, because the rate is negative. Well, 1 minus 0.15 is 0.85. That's what goes in here. So y equals 12,000 times 0.85 to the 8th. It's 8 years. So 0.85 to the 8th times 12,000. The boat's now worth $3,269.89. 88 and 89, Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Well, c in this case is 15. That's c because it's the hypotenuse. It's always c. So it's 5 squared plus x squared equals 15 squared. Well, 5 squared is 25. We don't know x squared. 15 squared is 225. If I subtract 25, I get x squared equals 200. Now, I don't want x squared, I want x. To do that, I got to take the square root. The square root of 200 is not a nice number, but it breaks down like we did with radicals into 10 radical 2. Okay, this time we're looking for the hypotenuse, so it's 6 squared plus 12 squared equals x squared. 6 squared is 36, 12 squared is 144. Add those up, you get 180 equals x squared. Square root, that breaks down to 6 radical 5, and we're done with that one.